Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to make sure that this is on. It's really high today. I'm trying to get my camera to be in the right place so that you get the best view possible. Welcome. Hello. Welcome to Purple Hearts Creations by Chrissy. And thank you for all those that have subscribed and those that continue to comment on my videos. I appreciate you all. A little out of breath. I put Boo Boo in her bed. She got sick, so I had to clean that all up. So here we are. So what we're going to work on today, on Wednesdays I'm going to usually do this, and I might do it on Thursday. Probably not tomorrow because I want to get some things done in the house. But maybe, you never know. So I am guest designer for rachandbellacrafts for the month of May with her new kit, Get Your Chic On. And I will, of course, have all the links to that, to her Etsy shop. And I think right now she has 30% off her kits, so it's a great time to grab them. I've bought several of her kits. I love her kits. So I'm debating how I was going to do it. Last week I did a bit of ephemera. I just started a pocket and I made started a couple tags and that. They're sitting there. This is something I'm probably going to eventually use in it. But I was trying to decide which way, if I was just going to go ephemera, I've been debating it back and forth. I decided I'm going to do a flip-flop journal using her kit. But I'm not going to make, I got this idea from Leslie at 507 Willow House Journal. Leslie uses a little bit longer envelopes. For Rachel's kit, because of the beauty of it, I wanted to do it a bit smaller. So I happen to have these envelopes, which are the last of them. I bought them in the States at Joann Fabrics, and I love them. I might have to show somebody something in one of my friends in the States and pop in and see if Joann's still. I used to get them for like $1.50. And I forget how many was in the package. It was Miss Sparkle and Company scallop envelopes, white. And I know I didn't pay very much for them, and that's how they came in. They're beautiful envelopes, good quality. But I haven't been to the States in years. Last time I went, I bought like 4 packages. But now I'm down to 1 envelope left. And I love these. I really, really love them. I love them for mailing in. I love them for using in my journals and dyeing, everything like that. So I've chosen those envelopes. I'm going to take this apart. I love doing these flip-flops, but I have the hardest time putting them together. I will put a link I'll find Leslie's link. She's a little confusing when she does it. She'll tell you that in her video, but I just watched another lady who did it pretty good. I did that just so that I could make sure I was doing it right. So you're going to need 4 envelopes in total. You need 3 the same size. And so I, of course, used all the scallop ones. One of them put together, stayed together. And the other ones you open up. And so just this one, I popped in like that, and I have 1 smaller one. So I'm going to glue this kind of as we go. Some of the girls will put this inside. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the easy route because I'm going to cover it anyways, and I'm going to glue it here. So I'm going to do that step first. I don't know why it's late. My eyes are very sore today. I'm putting my glasses down. I know sometimes I forget to put them down and I end up squinting all day, and I think I did that a lot yesterday. And so today, this glue comes out like a lot. A lot. So you want to put it up. I always leave a tiny gap because I just always find folding it, because I'm going to be folding that this way. So I just want to make sure, the best I can. And then I'm just going to because it's going to be this way, I'm just going to go in here. I hope. Okay, so that's that one. That part is the easy part for me. Not a problem. Then I'll do this one at the end to show you. And then you're going to, I'm just going to move it down. Then you're going to take the other envelope that is open. I tore it opening it, but that's okay because I'm going to be covering this anyways. And you're going to take and you're going to glue this down to here. Now, my envelopes happen to have this gap. It doesn't matter again because we're going to be just gluing it anyways. But for now, I'm going to try my best maybe not to, I don't want it to stick so much. I'll get a better gluing when I glue my paper on. When I close it up, I don't want it to stick right now. I just want to make sure I get that as straight as possible. And of course, again, all of that will change. So now this first section we have where we glued that down, we're folding it this way. And I'm just kind of, sometimes I don't do it even, but I'm not worried about that. I'm covering, and this is going to end up here like this, and then this folds like this. So it's going to be like this. When I glue this down, that'll be your first page. You can either cover the pocket up or have it as a tuck spot in both cases, depending on what you choose. Let's go ahead and glue this one down. Let's go ahead. And you can decide if you want it even. Like I went with a little bit bigger. Sometimes I go with a smaller. It all depends on what you want. I went with one fairly close to the same size. So it's going to kind of be our front cover. That's what that's going to be. Okay. Then it folds this way because you want to create. And then it folds this way. Always, this is where, until I get the paper on, it's always where my initial problem starts. And I thought I had put lines, but I put the lines the wrong way. What I do is, because it's going to end up with 3 signatures. On this, let me just fold this way. On this side, a signature is going to go here. So you'll see I put a, kind of like an X marks the spot type thing. You're not going to see it. It's just when I'm first putting it together. And then there's going to be a signature here. So this is going to kind of be like your front cover to your signature, and this is going to be like your back cover, and this is going to go like this. I know. Like that. It's literally a flip-flop journal. So you're going to open it, your first kind of page with 2 tuck spots, or you can cover one of those and only have 1 tuck spot. I wished I had a sample. I do have a sample. And, you know, I searched my whole place. I do not know where I put that journal. I put it together and I started some other projects. It's got its papers in. And I really wanted to show it to you. And lo and behold, I've made 2 other ones. One I gave as a Christmas gift and one in just an exchange. And then you're going to open it this way. And you're going to, wait, where did I put those lines? That's why those lines come key to me. Yes, like this. That's where the lines for me, when I cover them all, it really, really helps me. So right now what we're going to concentrate on, tomorrow we'll, or next time I come on, we'll do So right now, how I kind of do this is, whoop, this is one piece here. This is another piece. But because sometimes, and the journal is going to be here, so actually you might, if you want, you could do this one the same and this one, because the signature is going to sit here, right? So that it doesn't really matter. You could do 3 different, especially with, what I did is I pulled out this one out of her kit, this one out of her kit, and this one out of her kit, and then this one and this one, to see how many of them. And then this is from Graphics Fairy. She uses it in her kit, so I pulled it out as well if I needed some extra little coverage and I wanted something that kind of blended, because I want to save some of her papers to put in, you know, and not have a lot of repeat. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cover this. And I'm thinking what I might do is put this one to the front. Oh boy, my eyes. So I'm just going to, I should have trimmed this up beforehand, guys. I'm sorry. Let me do this. Because I kind of want to, I want it to kind of show you a flip-flop journal. Normally, I probably would have just put the journal together, but some people might have seen it, some people might not have. When Leslie first started doing this, nobody did them, but so many people are doing them now, like myself. I love flip-flop journals. Really, really love flip-flop journals. I get mine too full, though. I'm going to try to be a little less crazy with this one. So you can decide what you want seen most. And now, like, for instance, I had a rough time cutting this envelope. It wouldn't, I couldn't get a ruler to slit it open. And it just didn't want to come together for me at all. There we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue this. I'm going to, this afternoon, I'm going to watch another lady who did one. And right now her name is slipping my name. I want to say it's Rach, but I'm not positive on her name. I should know it because I watch a lot of her videos, even her name of her shop. I have a bad memory. I remember Leslie's a lot because I binge watch Leslie a lot, and I watch some of her videos over and over. One, I find her relaxing to listen to. This glue is very clumpy, so I'm just trying to spread it out without putting even more glue on. And I'll probably have to go back and do the edges because I can, let me just, I'm bad at missing edges. Okay, so because I don't want to do too much trimming of where it folds, oh shoot, I didn't get that to the top enough. I'm going to overlap it because that's the best way for me to do it. And this glue dries really, really quickly, so I can't sometimes overthink it. And if I didn't get that, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. See, because I'm trying to hurry so that video isn't long, and well, I'll fix that later. I'll just crease it anyways, and sometimes I like a little extra on the seams just because it's going to be constantly folded. So we're going to have to trim. But then also when doing this, I have to make sure I'm not too worried about it. Other than, got to make sure it glues well so it stays. That's why I kind of went ahead and did that so I could see how bad of a job I did. Of course, right out of the gate, I'm going to make a mistake because that's just who I am. And it's not all the way, it's just this one top part. So I'm just hoping that glue will... There we go. And I'll cover that a little bit anyways, and I'm going to reinforce it so I'm not too worried. Now the fun part is the trimming. I try not to pull down my glasses. I find it easier a lot of times. And I won't throw that away. Nice piece for... Okay. Ruler might work well here, but it won't work well for the top. No, it's not going to work well here. So we're just going to go ahead, trim that up. And then we're going to go ahead and trim. Trim that up. Okay. Make sure we get it the right way. And all I want to do is I'm going to go and now here comes the fun part. Just folding that. See, that's okay. Like I said, I'm gonna fix that. There we go. Sometimes once I get the paper in too, it becomes a little easier. Ooh, I'm falling out of my chair. Sorry guys, let me get my butt up in my chair. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and put this one to the back, or if I want to go ahead and maybe change it up a bit. That's what I'm trying to decide here. I think I want to kind of make it be different but blend a little. It's too bad this wasn't, or this one. Well, I could go ahead and use that scrap up that I used and continue it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to change it up just a touch, just to add a little touch to it. Just let me get this white off. Now, am I gonna... I'm not too worried about cutting it straight right now because I'm going to be trimming it all anyways. I really should move my garbage can closer. Give me a moment and I will do that. Okay, so question is if I'm going to go this way. No, I'm going to really do it up different. Put that there. But I'm just going to fold this over so it helps me make sure. Now you'll see I tore. I'm not worried about that because of course I'm gluing a paper on top of it. Now, if I wasn't gluing paper on. Sometimes you can fix your mistakes easy enough. We all have oops. Oh, I can't even say that. Uh-ohs. There we go. I don't want to get that. Now we're going to go ahead. It's getting caught under my board, my ruler. Sometimes when I love these things, but they don't come easy to me, these journals, putting them together, but I love them. And sometimes I play around till I get it right. But I love making them. I love them. I love the final finished product. And I'm not worried right now that center part doesn't look the best, but it's where I'm sewing my signature in. So I might end up putting, I know, I think she puts lace, if I'm correct, she'll put lace here to reinforce it. Sometimes I use washi tape. So I'm not going to worry about how that looks right now because because this will be folded a lot. So I really want to make sure that that is strong. So, okay, so I am going to put a little pencil mark here, just so to remind me. So it closes in like this. Okay. Sometimes I wished I would have found the other one. Yeah, it'll end up. Why is that not sitting straight? That's why I keep my bone folder close by. Flip, flop, open. Yeah, okay. And I put that in the wrong spot. The signature is going to go here. So there we go. And Pika's here. She's come to join the fun. So let's go ahead and cover this. And what paper shall we use for that? Maybe we'll go ahead and use this one. Now, what I have done before, I'm going to just trim this up and then I'll go ahead and one of the reasons I love this kit too is because one of this wallpaper she used, I love using it in so many of my pieces. So when I didn't see it before I had asked to be, she had put it out if anybody was interested, and so I requested to be. Sometimes what I will do, because I want to have a little bit more structure to that, and I don't think I brought one. Pika is right here, guys. She likes to be right in the center. And I'm going to probably, just to make it a little sturdy because I'm missing a page, I'm going to just bring in a book page and I don't have to cover the whole thing. But because I have that part, right? So I'm going to see if I can, what happens if I fold this over? If it's enough. Yeah, it kind of is. Wow, what a perfect book page. Just to give it some more sturdiness, because it's actually missing the page. Hi, Pika. Sorry, guys. I'm talking, so she thinks somebody's here getting my attention. And she thinks this desk belongs to her. Because when I'm not doing videos, this desk is free and I'm at my other desk. So she thinks it belongs to her, right? Yeah. So this has actually worked out really well, this book page. Couldn't have planned that better if I had tried. I just want to give it a little strength there. Because we're missing. And I'll trim it up. As long as it folds. I'm not worried about perfection because it's going to be covered anyways. As long as... I might have had to fold that over a little bit more. Because it's got to... have to remember... Okay, it's fine. Because I don't want it sticking out either. Oh, Pika. Oh, Pika, you're in my way. Sorry about the tail, guys. Sooner or later, she gets bored and she moves on. As you can see, I'm not even worrying about the torn edges. Just going to glue them right down. But before I put my other paper on, I know I have to trim the top some. And I'm going to go ahead and do that just so I don't confuse myself too much when I'm measuring. Oh, there goes my lid. I don't know if it was her tail or me with the papers. I'm just going to grab the lid. It should be back on my glue anyways. Because this glue gets hard very quick, dries very quickly on the top. Okay, now get this back this way. Fold that, fold that. I do that just to make sure I'm going the right way. Now, what am I going to use? Now, I know what I was using. I already knew. Okay. So back to this. Hi, pretty girl. Yes, she was a pretty girl. What? I'm just taking some of the glue off my finger. Okay, glasses down so I can sort of get this. Not too worried if I have to trim it to the back. It's there we go. That's pretty good. That turned out pretty good. That was the easiest one so far. Ruler. Now I'm gonna cough. I'm getting a little hungry. Not a whole lot, but a little. Just gonna make I bought one of those ready-made chickens because I love them, and so I'm gonna make myself a nice, I'm not sure if I'm going to use bread yet. I might just use my lettuce, romaine lettuce, as my bread. I'm trying to make less carbs. And then put my chicken inside it with some tomato. I went down too far on that. There we go. Okay. So, when it opens, doot, doot, doot. There. Okay, that is really bothering me. I'll reinforce it though. I'm not worried about in a few minutes, because what I can do is take a piece of this even and go back down it, or I can do something totally different. Okay, so that part's done. Now we got to go over on this side, and what we'll do is take this one and cover. This kit is just beautiful. She did an amazing job on it. Okay, so let's cover all in glue. So this journal will end up with 3 signatures. Go. Let me cover that glue up for now. Again, you're going to find I'm going to go in. Trimming up sometimes is trying to get it when it flops everywhere. That. There we go. Now this bottom part. This one's a little trickier. Should have just left a little bit more, maybe on the bottom here. And I already see, like I said, corners and me do not get along. This side is fine. It's this side. Just needs a little glue here. There's glue, so why aren't you? Maybe I just need to do that. Then I gotta trim this side, and then we're all trimmed up on that. We are. Oh. Sorry guys, I need to move the cutting for that a little closer to my face. Okay, so here we go. We got to cover those still. And then that'll, because that is where our signature is going to go. sometimes what I have to do after is just kind of go along the bottom. And I do get a little sticking out. I'm not worried about that. I'll fix that up later once I get all the paper. Because look, see, I'll have to take and just trim that up. But once I get all the paper on, it's easier to do that. So there we have that. Now we got to go to this side and cover this side. And we're going to take this paper. I don't know what time we're at. Let me just see. Ooh, you're going to see a shadow, sorry. We're at 35 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad. We're moving along a little bit better than I thought. For some reason, I wanted to get my videos down to 45 minutes. I have a hard time doing that. I know a lot of ladies only do 40-minute videos or 45. Even at an hour sometimes. I think the more I do them, the better I'll get as well. I'm learning to, like today, I had myself better set up to go into this. Having an idea already laid out of where I was going. I knew putting it together would take a little bit more time. I thought I would maybe be able to get all the paper chosen for the signatures. But I knew, even though I laid it out on the most part, oh, this paper is just so gorgeous. I knew it would still give me a problem. I love the effect of it when it's done. Now you can do this in a regular as well. I might end up coming back and doing 2 journals using this. I might do a 1 signature journal with this paper as well. I bought 2 other kits of hers. And right now I'm forgetting the name. I know one is a Welsh kit. And one is more of a background paper. Which was one of the papers I used now. And it was, the coloring of it was so similar. My hair. Okay. Pika's gone now. Let's see. Sometimes I want to line it up, and it's better that I don't just go over and then trim it. Then I don't have to worry about that. Because somehow I just can't seem to line that up straight. There we go. Now we go in and trim this. There's that. Again. And then the bottom here. That one trimmed up very nicely. Okay. Here comes the part where we gotta fold that over. So, now if you wanted to, you could probably put a little signature here if you wanted to, but I think it would make it too bulky. I think in one of my journals, I put just like 2 or 3 little, it made it more of a writing pad. I think I did. So it's going to open like that, open like that. You're going to have your signature here, and you're going to have your signature here. So now we just got to cover these parts. This is my front cover. I might wait a bit on it. And I'm going to leave these 2 tuck spots in it. And I Now to cover this. This isn't big enough, and that's not big enough for that. Let me see. I'm just trying to see. This is a scrap left over. It's a pretty scrap. And what I'm going to do is see what happens. I can use the scrap up. Or if it's going to be too small. It's going to be too small. Oh well, that's okay. That'll be used somehow, some way, somewhere. I don't think I want a same paper. Now I don't have any different paper printed because I thought I'd had lots to choose from, but I didn't. And I don't know what I want to put there. That's really nice. This is going to bubble, but I don't mind that because it's a board thing, so there we go. I think I will do, I have to find paper. I don't know what I want to put there anyways. Maybe I'll end up printing this one off in big. This is a beautiful paper as well. I might do that. Or I might even do it in there because it'd be really pretty. Or put it full. We'll see. I'll have to play around with the papers. I might have to look for some other paper. So, excuse me. That was my first time I yawned, and Pika's back. So this will be our front cover, and then it'll open here, and we'll cover that up, and we'll have a pocket here and a pocket here. If you don't want that many pockets, you don't have to. You can close that pocket up very easily without a problem. And then it'll open here, and you open there, and your signature sits here. So this is like, I'm going to end up putting a pocket here, so it's going to be like your front cover, back cover. And then you flip it over here, and you have another signature here. And then you close that up, and you open it up this way, and you're going to have another signature here. So that is our flip-flop journal. And that's where we're going to end it today. I will cover these up. I won't do it on, you'll see the finished product. And for instance, this pocket fits perfectly. It might end up going on my first page. You never know. We'll see. And we'll get the papers in. Either tomorrow, maybe next Wednesday, or maybe Friday. I got to set myself a better schedule up. I'm trying to see what different things I can do. Now, I won't throw any of these scraps away. They will be used, can be used in clusters, on tags, different things like that. Because she does give us some tags in the kit, but for my journal, it won't be quite enough. So that's one of the pages. These are the freebies that on her site, on her coffee site, and I'll put that link as well. This comes with the kit, these beautiful little butterflies. That is one set of tags. These I made myself. I went, and that's her other set of tags. I made these myself. I found some papers with the same kind of coloring. I loved this. I printed it, and then I made these too. I have to cut around them, but I used her paper in the background. And I don't think I'll put anything on that because it's just beautiful the way it is. So I will make some ephemera as well as her ephemera. I just want to thank you for joining me today. Again, this is Get Your Chic On by rachandbellacrafts. I will have her Etsy shop located on the back. I as well have some items I do sell, things I make, and that is in Purple Hearts Creations by Chrissy on Facebook, and I will have the link below. And if you decide to buy this kit and do some ephemera or make a, she's biting me, sorry. Decide to do some of this kit along with me. I will put a link, her Instagram and my Instagram, and you can tag us in that. And we have a link, Get Your Chic On JJ. If you click on that, the other guest creators will be putting up theirs as well. All right, thank you very much, and have a wonderful afternoon.